Hi, I'm Sarah Uranus here, and today, Amara, and today we're going to talk about Eric Bischoff and Paulie Dangerously, and them being named as showrunners for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Now, no one knows when they're going to start, or if they're going to start this Monday and this Tuesday or not. I don't know. Some say, oh, they're not going to start until October. But by the time that happens, they'll already be, if they're having hang-ups right now with, watch time on USA and, ticket sales to shows, then wait until October to start up it's just going to be too late. So I don't know. I think they're going to start. I think Paulie Dangerously is probably going to start this Monday. Eric Bischoff probably going to start this Tuesday. I don't know. And another thing we need to keep in mind here is that shift doesn't happen overnight. Things do not shift overnight. I know there's so many folks in this world, they want shift, they want it now, and if they don't get it now, they just say, fuck you, and then they just leave. That's how it goes with everything. But shift doesn't happen overnight. It takes time for things to shift around. So don't watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live this Monday and Tuesday believing that it's going to shift around real fast. It's going to take some time for Paulie Dangerously and Eric Bischoff to, start putting shifts, into things. Coming up with sagas and tales that, go somewhere. Coming up with good fights, So it's going to take time before everything goes the way it's going to go. Now, other things, WWE hasn't really answered a lot of things. What will happen with the Braniel extension or the two show? Well, I would like to think that they'd keep that the same, since they're not really going to end that, or they would have ended it by now. Talk about the wild shift oversight, where 10 wrestlers, I guess, or can come, 4 wrestlers or something from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. I don't know if that's going to keep that, or they're going to shift that out. I would assume that they might do away with it. I really don't know. But we'll see what they're going to do. How's that going? If that's going to keep, or they're going to take that away. Now, I know there's a lot of folks out there who think, oh, that had to be a made up saga. You can't trust what you see on the interweb. True. If it was on any other website, any other webstead out there, we would have just said, okay, whatever. But it was, I first came across it on WWE's Twitter. And then from there, that link from their Twitter linked to their webstead, where the same saga, the same tale was there, the same width. So it's true. And I know there's going to be a lot of folks out there who think that they might be on screen. As of right now, I don't really think they're going to be on screen right now. I think right now they're going to be more working behind the screen with everything involving Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. Now, it depends how much run they have over things. Yes, they're still answerable to Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. But it depends on how much run that Paulie Dangerously gets over Monday Night Raw, or how much run that Eric Bischoff gets over SmackDown Live. You got to keep in mind here that I know a lot of folks out there some of them are going to say, WWE only doing this, since IW did it with Don Covens and Scott D'Amore. Well, that was the belief. Take two folks that have a wrestling background and then give them, and then give them run over it. So yeah, that was the idea. If IW had the right to do that with Don Covens and Scott D'Amore, then WWE can do it with Paulie Dangerously and Eric Bischoff. If it works out, we won't know. There's already going to be those that are already going to tell you it's not going to work out. There's going to be those that are going to tell you that there's another lost thing. Are going to be those already shitting over it. You know how it is. I don't really would listen to them. If you're going to listen to someone who's going to tell you that it's fucked before it even gets started, it's probably not even worth listening to them then. But I would see where it goes, And if by the time October comes along, if they have July, August, September, October. So they start in June, right? Well, by the time October comes along and it isn't really shifting that much, then but this time you can't just blame Vince McMahon anymore. This time, if something's not right, you can say, well, that was Paulie Dangerously's fault. That was Paul Heyman's doing. Or you can say, that was Eric Bischoff's mistake or mishap. That was his doing. So now, it's not just so now. But it is what it is, But I am happy, knowing that Paulie Dangerously is going to have run over Monday Night Raw. How much shift he has, how much run he has over it, I don't know. That's between Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, Hunter Helmsley, and Paulie Dangerously. And how much shift and run that Eric Bischoff has over SmackDown Live, that's between him and Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn and Hunter Helmsley. I really don't know. It is what it is. I'm Sarah Uranus, Amara. Hope you like this film.